All right, we're in business. One of the best tips I heard recently from somebody that has been extremely successful was that when they had a business idea, that they got their most trustworthy, intelligent mentors around them and got them to talk them out of that idea. And if they couldn't, then it was a good idea to keep going forward with.
I think when you're coming up with an idea for a business, my advice is to really align it with who you are, your whole identity.
I did a lot of research into the market. I noticed that there was a gap. There was no Indigenous baby wear at all. And secondly, I was a mum of four. So my kids all had eczema from horrible fabrics, wearing fabrics that had, been dyed and tested with awful dyes. So that's why we went down the organic range as well.
You have to be pretty certain about your idea before you launch into a business, because there's a lot of tedious stuff that has to happen in order for you to drive that idea forward. So if you're a little bit unsure about the idea, it's probably best to just sit on it for a bit.
We have a lot of people who has got ideas, like ladies especially, they want to share with us and show us how things were used back in the old days, so we can use it into a modern world, or how they do it now.
You become the sand. You'll find the gap and you say, I can do that better. Or there is nobody doing that in business. That's the gap. You become the sand, you mould into that. Or like me, I wanted the ICT infrastructure industry to be really good. So I stepped my company up to be the very best.
Validation is key. So validate your model, make sure that there is a market, make sure that people want what you're producing or the service you're providing. I think that's absolutely key, because you could spend many years on something that nobody wants, or it's been out there and it's already done and dusted. So yeah, validate.
As part of it was also because of a lot of the women were left out on doing a lot of the things in communities. So by setting Bush Medicina up, it was like something for the women to come in and enjoy themselves.
The wind's changing, everything is changing, the world's changing. Natural products and products that have been traditionally used for many centuries are coming. People are standing up and they're taking notice.
I left a full-time job and it was a really great job. Jobs are always there, but your dreams are not.
Puji Medicina mema ira mamurkaj ira mamurkaj nyama ira taranga akwa ila culture ira rapota igambuliata.